All right. I hope you're having a good day. Let's just get started and see what starts. Okay, so we have destination. Destination, what else? So let me see, I did. All right, so it does say destination, and make sure I bring that closer to the camera. Layers to this. There's layers to whatever it is here. We have the number 17. I love you so much. Okay. Let's do one more for this deck here. It fell in my lap, but there's a couple of them, so I'll put it back. Just one card, please. One or two, not too much. Any more from this deck here? Okay. Trying to flee. Someone's trying to flee something. It says, I love you so much. They were trying to run, trying to flee. It could be in a good way where, fight or flight type of situation, or someone's trying to flee a criminal empire or criminal situation, or someone's trying to run for their life. Or it could be a criminal trying to flee from getting prosecuted, right? So let's see. All right. I put it's so freaking crazy. I put the cards down, it says aliens. I don't know, someone's trying to flee from aliens, or aliens were fleeing. Okay, probably from their planet, okay, or just something about fleeing from aliens, or something they consider to be aliens. And then when I saw that, I saw Utah. Okay, so that may mean something, but that's not a part of their reading. That just may mean something to someone. It could be something like crop circles or aliens. It could be just the fact that some of these places are known to have these things happen, such as crop circles or whatever. But something about aliens, or it could be someone that's illegally here, trying to flee after a criminal act. Could be. Okay. It says there's layers to this. Okay, so whatever. Anything else? Alright, let's try 2 more times. If nothing comes out of this deck, then there's nothing there. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's it. Nothing there. That's like 100 cards. Okay, that's like 100 cards here and nothing in it. Over 100 cards. Alright, anything in this deck here? Okay, so we have New Jersey at the top. Okay, someone may be trying to flee to New Jersey, or they're from New Jersey. Okay. Oh, look at this. I said I was going to do the reading with white cards today. Didn't I say after? I just did a reading and it talks about a thief. The word a thief. And you can look at the title. I've already done my title and I've posted it on Rumble and I posted it on YouTube. So we have a thief. Somebody is a criminal and they're trying to flee. I think um, wow, this is so crazy because the energy that's coming in for today's energy is major. There's a major thief energy, okay, in this all over the major energy in the world today is that there are thieves trying to flee or it's something about a gated or is it gated or gated community? Okay. Something is gated or it's a gated community. Okay. It could be when it says gated, it could be a jail, it could be a community center. It could be like I said, it could be anything else when it's saying gated. But like I said, it could be a gated community. Okay, someone's trying to flee possibly crime-ridden neighborhoods, or a gated community is being ran by criminals. How did they get in? Well, obviously they can get in through crime, right? Somebody let them in. A gated community has been taken over by criminals or is going to. I'm hearing in the future gated communities are not off limits when it comes to these thieves. So it could be your back gate, it could be your fence. Gated could mean anything here. It could mean that even your fence is not warding off this thief. Okay. Gated community. So we have a community as well out there that think that they're, well protected and gated, and that's it looks like the thief energy. These people are going all out, and I have a feeling that they're getting paid as well to be thieves. Maybe it's to get people to put more security cameras up or to make people afraid. It's a scare tactic, but they're being told to go and do this. This thief energy is coming from different cities. These people are being told to come and do these things, and some of these people are in your community being told to do these things. Okay, so something about a space heater. Okay, not sure that's about. And something about the Capricorn energy. Maybe a thief stole someone's space heater, or maybe a thief is living in an abandoned building, maybe siphoning off someone's electricity and using a space heater to warm themselves up. I'm seeing this gated community, something about a community. Yeah, there's criminals. There's layers to this, it says. And this your destination, your city, they're headed towards your city. Okay, your destination, their destination. They're being given destinations. Okay, okay. I heard New Hampshire, New Jersey, Utah. So far, those are the states that I've seen come through on the cards. Something about sweat. Okay. I did not say it's the. Oh man. We have something about sweat. Maybe it's someone's. This person that's fleeing is sweating badly. It could be that they're in like. Okay, I'm seeing New Jersey, maybe Arizona. Okay, maybe Arizona, but sweat, space heater, and sweat. Somebody could be in something that they may be in. If it's a cold area, they're using the space heaters. Okay, so they may have stole some of those space heaters as well. Okay, with some of the stores getting robbed and stolen from. All some of these are set up. I'm being told there's layers to this. The cards literally said there's layers to this. It's not just surface level. There is a bunch of stuff going on. There's this is a totem pole. Okay, there's authority figures involved as well, and corporations involved. Somebody may be sweating. They think that they're close to getting caught. That could be it. Somebody may be trying to flee. This is somebody that has stolen property, maybe stolen someone's husband or wife. I don't know what they stole, but maybe they're stealing car parts, cars, cats and dogs, whatever. Somebody's sweating badly and says they're trying to flee a situation. Someone's nervous and they're very curious. Someone's also curious about this person's behavior. Okay, there's somebody that's very curious around them, and that's probably making them sweat because they're part of, okay, they may be part of a team or a group, and they feel like maybe someone's onto them or onto whatever they're doing, so they're sweating. They're curious on whether somebody knows they're involved with something they're not supposed to be doing, like being a thief, stealing something. Okay, that's enough in that pile. There's nothing else coming out of there. Let's get another pile. There's Capricorn energy, and I also see that as devil energy. Okay, that means that we may have some, this is like devilish behavior. And okay, it's getting cooler, so be careful of your space heaters. That's what I'm being told to also say. But you know, if you haven't had problems still, we've had the new space heaters now where if they tilt even the wrong way, they will turn off. So the safety proof heaters are now out there, and that's the only ones I have. So if you have any space heaters, you notice that they only sell the ones nowadays that have the any type of movement of that safety mechanism moving out of the way or not being flat will turn off the space heater. So you're pretty well good. So if someone tries to use that as an excuse on why something could be burned, it's not a good excuse, because space heaters now have fire, they safe proof at the bottom of them. Tilt it anyway and it goes off. Okay, so anyway, so it doesn't stay on. It starts to cool down. Okay, wants to raise a family with someone. Okay, so what's that about? Oh, okay. Says something about, oh, well, there's something about a vote. But anyway, something about in 9 days, but it's less than 9 days because it was upside down when I saw it. So something less than 9 days, or in 9 days. Somebody was told something was going to happen in 9 days. You may have heard 9 days, wait 9 days, or wait less than 9 days. Somebody's planning dark things. Okay, I just said it. Planning dark things. So, like I said, if it's getting wintertime, if it's your space heater, then don't worry about it. If you have the safety proof one, safe mechanism space heaters, which most of you should. Like I said, that's the only kind I have. That's the only kind I have, is the safe proof ones. You tilt them anyway and they'll just turn right off. They cool down. So yeah, anyway. So we have something about in 9 days or less than 9 days, because the card was upside down. Planning dark things. What kind of dark things could someone be planning? A thief be planning? Like, yeah, what could possibly a thief be planning? Not at the hospital. Somebody's not at the hospital. Okay. Maybe somebody did something, planned something, and well, I have no idea. Something about someone's not at the hospital. Maybe they wanted you. Oh, somebody. Okay, at the hospital, not at the hospital. So, someone says they saw you. Okay, they said I saw you, but they may have. Somebody may have thought they saw you at the hospital. Okay, I saw you. Hmm. Not at the hospital. If someone says you weren't at the hospital, and then someone says they saw you go to the hospital, but you say you weren't, or if you were at the hospital and somebody says you're not, you weren't, just fix that. Whatever you have to do. Okay. If they're lying and saying that someone did not show up at the hospital, someone is going to see them. Someone is going to say they saw them or they were there. Or if they weren't there and someone else is saying they saw them, they may speak up for themselves and say they weren't. Okay. It could be that you have a doppelganger or somebody pretending to be you at the hospital, because nowadays they don't even ask for ID, especially the VA. Okay, so you just walk on in. Anybody could just say that they're your, use your social and say they're you, and they can just get in there. I've been noticing, and I'm putting in the video because that's what I've been noticing for the last couple of months. And like I said, your clothes, you can have a doppelganger or somebody wears something close to what you're wearing. Okay, somebody could think they saw you, but if it wasn't you, then it wasn't you. If it was you, then it was you. All right, you can fix it, correct it how you need to. Okay. Something about I'm done. You're done. Somebody's done. Okay, so somebody, whoever was interpreting the energy that was interpreting this reading right here, I'm guessing they're done, or somebody could be thinking like they're done, kind of. Okay, like I'm done, kind of. I don't know. Well, at the bottom of it, you can see that right there. Officer gang stalking you. This is a corrupt officer. And this could be somebody that's older than you. Just when I'm about to put the cards up, the cards on the top are saying things. You could be older than them, or they could be older than you. Okay. Or you could be an officer and you're being gang stalked. Okay, don't get it twisted. You could be an officer. I could see this in two ways, where it says an officer could be getting gang stalked. Maybe they're a good guy, and they're just being watched by the corrupt cops. Okay, as well. So they have a team of people in that cop's neighborhood watching them as well. Or an officer in the military. They may have people watching these lieutenants and, these corrupt officers, corrupt soldiers, watching good officers and good soldiers. We have the corrupt ones in these groups, gang stalking. That's what it says. Okay. What did I just say? In your neighborhood. I just did several videos. In your neighborhood. That card just flew out. Okay? Slipped right on out. Officer gang stalking in your neighborhood. Is an officer saying, I saw you. Or this person is gang stalking you in your neighborhood. Yeah. Definitely in your neighborhood. Trust me, outside of your neighborhood as well. But it's definitely in your neighborhood. They go past your home, or when you go up the street, they make sure they go across on the cross street just when you're going past. Okay, so that's a part of the pretending they're doing their job, but actually sending people out to cross in front of you. And it could be that it's a good cop passing in front, going in front of you, but it was at that moment they told that cop to go up that street. It could be just a cop that's not even gang stalking you, that is being radioed in to just go up your street, but doesn't know that the real intent is to stalk you. They're just driving, but the person, the dispatcher or the partner or whoever, is telling them to go up your street just when they know you might be outside, because they're monitoring you by your neighbors, cameras, motion detectors, listening devices, whatever it is. Skyscrapers? What the hell? Skyscrapers. This doesn't even look... Man, I must have been sleepy when I was writing this, because I was writing a lot of cards. That doesn't even look like my handwriting. Anyway, I mean, it may be, I may have been really sleepy, but it just doesn't strike me as my handwriting. It's weird. I know my own handwriting, and this is off. I don't know how this got in here. That's really weird. Huh. Like I said, it's here already. It's skyscrapers. Okay. Something about an announcement. An announcement. And then I looked, this turned around, it's traffic control. So it could be, it says skyscrapers. Oh, oh, what the fudge am I seeing? Skyscrapers and traffic control. I don't know if it's talking about air traffic control, or the police is also corrupt. They have the stoplights controlled, so they keep them stuck for a while on purpose. They time them so when certain cars that they're gang stalking will be at the light way longer, or be on the road by themselves. If they're gang stalking you, they mess with the traffic lights so that everyone is gone before you have to go. So if you're making a turn, they make sure every lane that is going to turn in your direction has already gone through. Let's say you're in the left lane and you're doing a U-turn. Well, they're going to make sure that everybody on that side that you will be turning into, make sure everybody on that side, they will keep that red light, that arrow red, or keep it yellow and make sure all the cars go through. But mostly they'll keep it red until all the cars that are going the way of your U-turn. If you're going to do your U-turn, right, the way you would go when you make that U-turn, that direction of traffic, they're going to make sure that you stay at a red the whole time so that whole traffic can go through. And then when they're all gone, there's no one in sight, so that when you finally do your U-turn, you are the only one on the road. This happens every day, almost every day, clockwork. As you will notice, if you will pay attention to your surroundings, you will notice that they're controlling the traffic lights. They're controlling it so that miles away, even on the tunnel, you will notice that maybe sometimes if you're being gang stalked, you're the only one most of the time on the tunnel with the gang stalkers. Like, they only make sure the only people around you are the people they want to witness the lie and the corruption and the setup that they're going to put on you. So be aware of your surroundings. I'm very aware. That's why I'm a psychic. I'm very aware. And I do, okay, Delaware is coming up. I say I'm very aware. And look at this. I said I'm very aware. Where? And then Delaware is on there. Oh, wow. That's so cool. That's so cool. And they may be following your grown children, your brothers and sisters, if they're grown as well, or your mother and father. They are following, if they're gang stalking you, they're also following your family members. These family members may have assets, things that they want. They may have young children that are of a certain skin tone. Those are the type of children they can traffic, especially a certain skin tone. That may be an asset to them, or they may be assets as in, you know, organs. So if you feel like you like, why are they stalking you? You don't have anything. It may not be you that has something. It may be that they're stalking you because of your children. They're trying to find a way to get you out of the picture so they can get the children. If not that, then you have a vehicle that you drive. You have a home. You have an apartment. These are things that thieves consider assets. Even if you're renting, trying to get you kicked out, or trying to if trying to get you kicked out, you may just be someone that has a job that's paycheck to paycheck. If a thief wants to take over your identity, they want to make sure that they can pretty much go into it without anyone noticing that you were removed. So if you have a pension, you have Social Security, these type of people know that these things come in once a month and nobody's really checking on you, calling on you. Are you okay? Just making sure you're all right. And we know we pay you every 3 months, maybe every 6 months. Someone call and make sure you're fine, you're okay. Since these things are criminal. These things criminals look at if you have permanent income. Okay, or if you have set, like you have bill pay, you have things set in motions to be paid on time. These are the setups that the government have allowed. When they said they're protecting us, these are the setups that they have, so that when these thieves come in, these things are already in place. They don't have to worry about how coming into the company and paying the electric bill, because they can go online and pretend to be you and pay it. The water bill, the mortgage, everything is done online inside the home. No one, especially if you're getting pensions or getting vouchers or whatever, no one is checking to make sure it's really you making these payments, or even calling you. Okay, so planning dark things. Wants to raise a family with someone else. I saw, okay, someone else. So there's someone trying to flee a relationship as well. Okay, they may be trying to they want to raise a family, but they don't want to be in a certain relationship, or maybe they're trying to flee culture, and they want to be with someone else that's a different culture, maybe, or a different race or whatever, and they want to flee from that. Okay, but they may be very nervous, and this person is curious, okay, on how it would be to date someone else that's different. Okay, and that may be a good thing or a bad thing, because there's a guy that went to Colombia, and obviously they stole his phone, they stole everything but his passport. So this is a thief situation. They stole his things. Okay, they were looking for things to steal and they stole it. But this person probably was going, was traveling to experience new things. Okay, experience new things, maybe raise a family with someone that they think is more maybe different. Okay, there's layers to this. All this corruption, somebody will call you, or they will call me, but it says we'll call you. So somebody's going to call, or they're going to get a phone call. Okay, but you have to realize there's a thief. Okay, and realize there's some of the information you get back from what was stolen could be false information from the police as well. Okay, there may be cover up. Okay, because it says police officer is corrupt here in this. I just pulled the card. Remember, it's a gang stalker and corrupt. Well, I don't know if I should read this. I'm not going to read. Somebody in this situation may be. I'm not going to read that type of reading today. Okay. I'm not going to do that. But just be aware, be careful of theft. And the thing is that somebody may be trying to steal your home or steal your land, and they may set up a situation, okay? And in some cases, they want either their friend or their family member to take over what you have rightfully bought and paid for. They are probably trying to set up where it be their family or friends living next door to them in your house. Make it make sense. It's your house, but they're trying to steal or plot on stealing what belongs to you so that they can have their family and friends, gradually come in and out of it, because they don't want you there. As if it's their right to pick who lives on each street. It's not their right, but they think they're entitled to have whoever they want next to them. It says neighbor. What did I say? What did I say? As I'm talking, 2 cards fall. Look, neighbor. Yeah, your neighbor. Coveting what you have because they want their family or friends to live in it. And the thing is that this is not their first rodeo. They and the air conditioner. Okay, something about air conditioner and bad karma. Okay, so the neighbor's going to get bad karma as long as they keep doing whatever they're doing. That karma is going to take effect. By any means necessary, that karma is coming in for them. So it keeps talking about the neighbor. It says neighborhood earlier, in your neighborhood, and it says neighbor. As I'm talking about your neighbor wanting your house so that their family and friends can be going in and out of it, they don't want you in your own house. Okay? This is why they're acting really weird around you. They're trying to get you to feel uncomfortable in your own home, in your own neighborhood, and you don't have to be. You bought it fair and square. They need to move on and move on with their life, okay? So they have all these people helping them to gang stalk you. Just notice around you that you may be the only one that certain things are happening around, but when they're around or they're out and about, those same things that are happening around you is not happening when they come in and out, when they go out and about. And just keep an eye on that. That's how you know who's involved and who's not. Okay. Just know. So, and sometimes they may be mimicking, because there's a motion detector on your home or listening device, they may be making it look like you are a gang stalker as well, because they will do certain things to make it look like, well, you did it too. It's just be careful, because gang stalking makes it look like what it is gang stalking makes it look like you are the problem and that the gang stalkers are not. They make it look like they weren't doing anything. They're just so innocent. They don't know what you're talking about. That song, killing them softly. Okay. And they want you to feel like there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. That's the song that keeps coming in whenever they're doing this intimidation tactic. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. That's what they want you to feel. They want you to feel like it's only you and you have nowhere else to go. You're cornered. Okay? That's what they want. Trust me, I'm reading all their energies. I'm psychically reading every one of their energies. It's not how I feel. I'm reading their energies and how they're acting. I'm going by their behavior and reading right through them. I'm watching their behavior. And so we have pink in color. So you might start wearing pink, or that may be just your favorite color. That might be, the next thing that you're wearing, because it started with, okay, the first color started with white, and then the next color is gray. And then the next color may have been red, and then blue. Now there's pink in color. Okay. Now you may be seeing things, people wearing pink, people driving pink on buildings. But you'll start seeing whenever these colors pop up, it tells me that that's the next color that's being advertised. So right now, pink came out today. And look, for some reason, something told me to put pink as my cover on for my tarot reading today. And then I have a pink flower. So it's all about pink. Whether you see everybody wearing it, suddenly wearing it outside your home, outside, you can wear it too, because the energy is calling for pink right now. A couple of weeks ago, it started calling for dark blue. And so they started having blue vehicles and blue shirts, blue hats, blue pants. You will see that people were wearing that around you, or you were just wearing it without realizing you were wearing it. It's all part of MK Ultra. Just go with it. Go with it, okay? It's part of MK Ultra. Everybody's getting MK Ultra. I see it in all the news clips. I see it in videos when people are outside videotaping. You see the white trucks. You see the white trucks and white SUVs. You see the white vehicles in a majority of the people's videos that are outside, especially cops. When they're outside, you see white vehicles. Okay. You look at some of your photos if you've been taking pictures outside and look at them, you will see a majority of white vehicles. So that's how everything started. So right now we're on pink, okay? So distress, this disaster, okay. We did have a skyscraper and traffic control, okay? Something about disaster. Okay, that may be something that happens. I have no idea, but just know that there's some type of disaster. It could be, I don't know. That's it's in the cards. You see it for yourself. That's part of the energy. Something about electric company. Ooh wee! Didn't we see air conditioner and electric company and sweat? I just saw electric company. So something to do with the electric company and air conditioner. Something about sweating, because we see sweat is in here. I saw air conditioner just now. I should have took the card out. Oh no, we did see air conditioners right here. Okay. And then I saw electric company, which I should have put the card out. Darn. It says someone's going to jail. Okay. That's their bad karma. Something about living comfortably. These people, while you're living comfortably, they're talking about you. Why? Worldwide. Wow, this is a worldwide disaster. Something worldwide, something to do with the electric company. Okay, it's a worldwide disaster. Something's about to happen. Something, I don't know. It says worldwide. That's the word right there. Worldwide disaster. Skyscrapers. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Traffic control. Oh, damn. Is this? Oh, no. That's not good. Worldwide disaster. Skyscrapers. Oh, crap. So electric, something about electric company. Electric company is involved. Okay, it's not that it's just your electric just went out. The electric company is involved. It's corrupt. They're going to shut down the electricity intentionally and pretend it was just taken out. They're in on whoever is going to do this because they know in advance to keep an eye on that right now. Right now, they've heard threats of 3-week blackout, right? We've all heard it, the prophecy. Someone prophesied, a couple of people have prophesied blackouts. People have been talking about blackouts. The company that has all this electricity is just so just deaf to this. Like they just don't know what social media is saying. All these electric companies are the reason why all our electricity is on, so that we can use the internet, right? So they know why your internet is working because the electricity is on, right? So I don't understand if an electric company is hearing that someone prophesied a 3-week blackout with no electricity. Shouldn't they be making sure the hackers are 100% proof not going to be able to make this 3-week thing happen? Shouldn't they be on that right now? So if this thing does happen, the electric company is involved. Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist. Me, I could do their job better. If I hear something like this, a prophecy like this, I'm going to make sure if I ran an electric company, to make sure everybody get on board, to check the data, to make sure everything is safe, that this doesn't occur. To make sure that we are hack proof and everything, and make sure we alert everybody that we are working on making sure that does not happen, because we have heard about this prophecy. We're going to make sure you are safe and that this thing does not take place. Are they going to do that? They have not done that. There's no signs that they have even talked or come out to speak against it, that speak against the fact that it will happen, saying, hey, no, not on my watch. No. If it happens, it's all conspiracy. It's all on purpose. Okay? There's for an agenda. It's all corrupt. Because they can control the electricity, they can control the people. And it's also because the illegal people, the people that are doing things illegally and coming into the country without legally doing so, right? I can only say it the nicest way possible. They're coming into the country and getting free stuff, while the citizens of this country are they have a hard time putting food on their plate, getting their bills paid, losing their homes, can't pay their mortgage, but won't get the money to pay the mortgage, because the money to pay the mortgage is going to the foreigners. So the mortgages of the foreigners can stay tip top while the American people are crumbling. But the money that belongs to the American people are not given to the American people so they can pay their mortgages. Instead, they're just being taxed and taxed and taxed and losing their stuff. While they're losing, the people that didn't earn the money, that didn't put into the taxes, are getting thousands of dollars and even getting new home loans. What's all this about, right? It's a worldwide disaster coming up, and they're a guest. This is what I'm talking about. The guest is getting all the rewards. How are you a guest and you're the one the citizen is being skipped over to give the guest the gifts? I've experienced this personally, where somebody was a guest, and people, when I took this person to an event, they got the gifts that my child probably would have gotten if I had not brought this guest with us. If I had not brought this guest with us, then my daughter would have gotten the gift. But because I did not listen to my intuition, my intuition was like, hey, just go with just you and your daughter. It's just you and your family. You've worked hard at this. You deserve it. Just go by yourself with your daughter. You don't need to bring anybody else. Well, against my better judgment, I felt sorry for this other person, and I brought this guest. And this guest ended up getting the gift that was supposed to go to my daughter. So this is what I'm telling you. The guest feels no remorse. And when you do bring it up to them that, hey, if you weren't there, I would have gotten the gift instead. The guest is like, well, hey, they gave it to me. Oh, well. This is the type of energy the immigrants give. Well, hey, the government's giving it to us. Oh, well. F you taxpayers. Oh, well, yes, it's your money. Oh, well, yes, you worked hard and you built this country. Oh, well, they gave it to us, so we're keeping it. We're taking it. We're going to live off of it. That's how they're acting out here. Entitled to something they haven't even earned or put into. But because the government gave it to them, they're like, well, they didn't give it to you. They gave it to us. Oh, well. That's how this guest is treating this. These immigrants are guests. And this is how they're treating the citizens. They're like, oh, well, we see that you're homeless. Oh, well, you lost your home. Oh, well, we'll take over your apartment complex. Oh, well. That's how they feel. They're going to get that karma. Trust me. That karma, bad karma is in this energy. Everyone that feels like they can just take something that doesn't belong to them and say, oh, well, to the person it really should go to. Oh, well. Okay. You were invited as a guest. Somebody's wife, okay? Somebody took someone's wife as well. Wow. They're like, oh, well. But there's karma coming for that. Coming for that ass. Oh, I saw Wi-Fi. Oh, we're not going to put that in the video either because something happened. Yeah, that's not going to go in the video either. It said YouTube right here. Mrs. kissing on you. That was going to go in the video. Somebody misses kissing on their wife, or somebody wishes you were their wife because they miss kissing on you, something like that. And then we have setup, but then setup came up upside down as well. So somebody's setup is going to fail big time. Big time. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Somebody says they should have put you first. They should have made you the number one. They should have put you first. That was in the other reading for some reason. You see the number one and wife put you first. And something about a setup. Something about a setup in the past didn't work either. It failed. Something about an ambulance crew. Okay. Ambulance crew and somebody's wife or a guest. Something about an ambulance crew. Okay, one more card from this pile right here, and then that's ooh. Okay, so we have somebody's a homebody and laid back, and something about traveling, and then the other person likes to travel. Somebody's a homebody, and then somebody likes to travel, and there's something about a playlist. So you need to look at somebody's playlist. And matter of fact, I have a playlist on YouTube. I did just say the cards. I did see the word YouTube in this deck right here. Okay. And it says something. Let me see if I see it again. And it says something about a playlist. So maybe there's a playlist you need to look at. And I especially have a playlist on there where it has different songs. It says songs, bloggers, and tarot. Yeah, take a look at that. There's all kinds of things that you might be interested in. I saved those. I put those on a playlist just in case someone might be interested in that playlist. Okay. I need to. Okay. Okay. One. Let me put this away. Okay. So I heard there's a setup gone bad. I heard setup gone bad. Okay. Setup gone bad. Something about a playlist. Something will be found on someone's playlist. It's something. So if there was a setup, there's a playlist of something. I'm not sure. Cannot comprehend. Somebody cannot comprehend. What can't they comprehend? So if you have some type of feather placed there by, yeah, I'm going. I mean, some of these cards I wrote a while back. If you still believe in angels or ancestors, helping you, that's fine. But as I grow, as I awaken, I just realized that a lot of the stuff that I do is just me going through it. I don't see any invisible beings next to me helping me. The physical world is what I see. So everything I do, I don't want to blame it on invisible things when I'm actually doing it physically myself or mentally coming up with it or thinking in my own brain. I actually don't see any other beings helping me. Okay. If I cannot see it, I cannot prove that it's helping me. Okay. So I've evolved from thinking angels and ancestors are helping because there's a lot of things that happened in history that if angels and ancestors were helping, centuries worth would some of the things like slavery would not have taken centuries to get rid of, because that's a lot of ancestors that passed away We have billions of ancestors that passed away, that if anything's happening now, there are billions of them that could help remove Jim Crow and slavery and this racism. We have billions of dead ancestors. And you telling me that none of them have the power to overcome 8 billion people? I'm not overcome all of us completely. I'm saying you're telling me that we have over 8 billion people that have passed away that are ancestors. Over 8 billion. Because there's 8 billion living right now. And over 8 billion have passed away. You're telling me that none of those ancestors that are over 8 billion and more, none of them have brought us out of slavery? Because we're still in it to this day. It's just a different way of looking at it. Slavery, it doesn't matter what race you are. Slavery, it comes like in a lot of forms. And some people don't even think they're being slaves. But they are. To corporations. To gang stalking. To the people you work for. The franchises, you're slave to them. The sports arenas, you're slave to them. Music industry, you're slave to them. There's all kinds of ways to see slavery. And you tell me these ancestors have not awakened? With the awakening happening, these ancestors are not awakened to over 8 billion ancestors have not awakened? When we awakened, they should have used the same energy to awaken as well. And even more because they're in the spirit realm. And you're telling me we're still going backwards? This is why I say ancestors and angels, to me, I'm going to have to let you believe what you believe. I don't believe they exist. I believe that we're just here to fight our battles, okay? And we just have to use our smartest wit. Smartest wit. Use your brain. Use your discernment. Be cautious. Be very aware, just like the animals. I don't know of any animals that are telling other animals, look for the ancestors. Okay? I'm not falling for the okie doke anymore. I'm doing most of the work myself, trying to keep myself and my family safe. And I don't see any ancestors keeping these bullies and these gang stalkers away from all the tarot readers that are complaining about it, all the bloggers that are complaining about being stalked by the government, and all the raids that have been done to homes and stuff. Where was the ancestors at to warn them? Where was the ancestors to warn the people about Dylan Roof when he went into that church? Where was the ancestors and their God that they were serving? Their God actually just didn't even warn them. Like this dude, from the time he planned it to the time he did it, this God that they were serving had every chance to warn them. To say, hey, this dude's driving towards y'all. Hey, this dude's in your parking lot. Hey, this dude's coming up your steps, your church steps. Hey, this dude is inside your steps and inside your church. You might want to take a look. They prayed for him and everything, hooping and hollering. And then he walked out. They still didn't get the message from their God. And then he came back. Before he came back, he went to his car, right? The message didn't come to them to say, hey, he's going to his car to get something to hurt you with. Nobody in that church. All 9 of those people didn't get the message. Like this God they were praying to didn't warn them at all. Say, hey, lock these doors. This dude is going to his car and get something. Or he, not even to warn them that he was on the way. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all got to stop believing in a God that has not proven. You have one living scenario that tells you that this God doesn't exist. Or doesn't help you. That God helped Dylan Roof do what he wanted to do. But it didn't help those 9 people that Dylan Roof took out. Okay? So when you guys are talking about that J character, that God character, remember, from beginning to end, this God character did not protect those 9 people at that church. And they were calling its name. Even when this Roof went outside, they didn't get warned to lock the doors immediately because he's going to come back in. He had the chance after that God was just prayed to. He had the chance to go outside the doors, go to his wherever he hid this vehicle. I mean, wherever he hid this weapon, and he took it back in. No warning before he walked back in to lock the doors either. Where's this God at? And then, boom, he just does what he does. Take 9 people out at that church. That's Dylan Roof. That's the story of y'all's God and Dylan Roof. And which side is your God on? Y'all gotta stop playing with this God. This God is on the side of the Dylan Roof's type of people. That's their God. He's on their side. Every time you call on that God, there's a cross burning in your front yard. Every time you call on that God, someone's getting hurt or sick or doesn't get healed. When are y'all going to learn? That's their God, not yours. Whenever they call on it, it helps them. Dylan Roof called on his God, and guess what? It helped him because his God followed him all the way to that church and gave him what he wanted. Didn't give those people in that church what they wanted. They wanted life, right? Okay, let me get out of that. I'm just saying this is the white cards. We get really, really deep down with these white cards. When they come out, anything's possible. We talk about everything. That's what I'm going to talk about. We talk about everything that comes out. Something about Rhode Island. Okay. Something that I saw a pastor. Wow. Something about the refrigerator. Something about a refrigerator. So you may have listening devices hooked up to your refrigerator because that's one of the things that stay on all day. Your stove and your refrigerator is one of the things that you don't disconnect. And so these are the places that hidden listening devices can be placed in before you buy your home or before you move into a rental. Just be cautious. Like I said, these readings are very serious. I don't sugarcoat what I'm saying. I try not to be too when it comes to like other like really harsh situations. I don't really go there. Like I said earlier, I put 2 cards away because I really didn't want to go too deep into that. Pretending to care about their child. Somebody pretending to care about their child. It could be, is it someone's wife? Is it your neighbor? Is it a guest of yours? Because we have neighbor, we have guest, we have wife. Ambulance crew. They could be pretending to care about your child. Okay. Didn't I just say pastor? See? That card full out on its own. I just said it. I just talked about Dylan Roof, right? And then look, the word pastor comes out. Somebody needs to be awakened to the fact that these things are just pretend. And sometimes this pastor could be pretending to care about your child. What are they doing to your child? Okay, pretending to care about their child or pretending to care about their child. Oh my gosh. What is going on with the neighbor? Okay. It says blogger. Okay. Anyway, something about the neighbor. Everything is the neighborhood, neighbor, the neighbor directly in front. The neighbor directly in front. I'm not sure what that's about. Are they a pastor? I'm not sure if they're a pastor. Okay. Maybe there's an ambulance crew that's going to be going there. Maybe they're something about ambulance crew going to your neighbor across directly in front of you. It could have been in the past, or it could be in the future. It says, I actually have a video of something close to that happened last year, and I videotaped it because it was something suspicious that was happening across the street, and then the woman just happens to disappear and left her cat. She left the cats that she loved to care about behind. The white cat. She was feeding the cats and everything. She was across the street, but then she just disappeared, never seen again. So anyway, that's just I don't know what happened. It's just there was an ambulance crew. They didn't turn their lights on. They were there, and I videotaped it because I didn't know it was dark. It was pitch black. And when they opened their front door, it was pitch black as well. So you couldn't tell anybody was at the door, but the ambulance was there. They were blocking like certain areas, so you couldn't see, you know, like the other side. They were blocking the car that usually parks in front of there. They were blocking it so you wouldn't see who was going in and out the car that they were blocking. So I don't know if somebody was taking somebody out of a car and putting in an ambulance and pretending that it was coming from the house. I don't know. I just was videotaping like, what is this? Because the ambulance made no noise, and I just happened to look out my window, and I see there's an ambulance in front, but it didn't make any noise to let us know it came into the neighborhood for an emergency. It's blocking the car that's usually parked there, so we can't see what's on the other side and what's happening on the other side. It was just too suspicious. It was just too weird, and then that woman disappeared. It's just too weird. And she, everybody, wonder. I still wonder where she went, because she left those cats behind, and she really loved those cats. And that cat started coming over to my place. But that's not my cat. Some people think it is because I was being nice to it and feeding her and her babies, but that belonged to that woman. She's a black woman with long black hair. Something about dinner time. Okay. All right, I'm going to put... Oh, no. I forgot. This was I just saw Divine Feminine. Someone's... a liability, a person or a place is a liability at this time. So it could be your guest or somebody's wife or husband. I don't know. Somebody's wife could be a liability to the relationship, or somebody's a pastor could be a liability in his family. Okay. Or they pretend to care about their child because they think their child is a liability. Okay, or costs too much, or is in their way. Okay. This person likes traveling, possibly a homebody. There's a lot of people here that look like homebodies. Okay, it could be your neighbors. It could look like they're always at home on the porch, or it could be you. You could be a homebody. I'm just saying, you have some people that are always like to be at home or chilling or just laid back. It says laid back. Then you have people that love to travel. Travel to Delaware, Rhode Island, Utah, New Jersey. What other? I saw New Hampshire earlier. I didn't bring it out. Yeah. I don't know. Wherever they're traveling from, could be some destination, or going to some destination. Could be traveling for business or pleasure. Something about a setup gone wrong, or something was set up, and yeah, around dinner time, something, I don't know. Okay. All right, done with this deck right here. There's a rubber band to it. Darn. Okay. I saw a card flip, but I was hoping it will fall out on its own. Okay. Something about remember. Remember what? See, reminiscing. Okay, I'm gonna keep the numbers off of here. So all's well. Remember all's well. Okay. All right. That's the number 9. Remember all's well. All is well. Okay. Something about a painting. And I did say blogger earlier. So a painting and a blogger. You should know what this means to you. Okay. All right. We're almost done with the card reading. And do a little bit of, this one's mixed with like love, lust, a little bit of destination, adventure, whatever. And this card, this deck is just mixed with anything. I just added anything to it. Anything for this reading? Okay. Anything for this reading? All right, so what is this? You. Okay. Somebody says that they're not safe. Wow. This up again. So I don't want to mix it up with these. I have to put these away as soon as I'm. Something about a decade. Somebody doesn't feel safe for about a decade now. Somebody's been doing something or feeling unsafe. Maybe they're in the marriage. Somebody's not being seen as a hero. Yeah, we have corrupt cops. They're not being seen as heroes at this time. Okay, neither are pastors. We have pastor. Okay, somebody with gray eyes, gray or hazel eyes. It may be a pastor or a pastor's wife, because we have wife here and then pastor. And we have a guest. So we have a pastor's wife and a guest, and we may have some situation here. Yikes. We may have a guest that's in between a wife and a pastor here. We have a wife, a guest, and a pastor. So there might be something going on with the neighbor, with this pastor right here. Okay. Not all pastors are doing that. I just picked up at least one pastor where he or his wife has gray eyes or hazel eyes. And something about a ceiling fan. Ceiling fan. Okay. Or the ceiling. Something about, oh, gray eyes comes out again. Gray eyes. Somebody says they will do whatever you like. Okay. We got that Eddie Murphy Coming to America thing, right? Whatever you like. Oh yeah, this pastor, if anything, he's with one of the guests intimately, and the guest is like they'll do whatever the pastor likes. So I know I love you. I'm sure of it. What's going on? There's a love affair going on here. And then there's somebody from your past. Some of you have someone from your past, that's Mrs. Kissing on you. Okay. And the thing is that if this person is not involved with between the pastor and the wife, it's probably just a guest at that church, and maybe you met someone at that church, um, and this just happened to be your pastor, okay, and his wife, but you met someone at that church, and something about a playlist. Maybe there's something on your playlist you need to remember. It says remember, or you may have given you and somebody shared a playlist. Maybe somebody you met, they have a playlist that you gave them and they remember you, or you remember them. Okay. This person may have seen you as a liability. Maybe somebody told them you were the wrong person for them. Maybe this pastor and their wife told this person you were the wrong person for them and that you were a liability. Okay. And maybe they even told this person that you were pretending to care about your child. Huh. Isn't that something? Wow, it's getting, I told you, these stories come out. This is a person that was calculate. They were calculative. That's what, oh, wow. This person was calculative. So was this pastor, and they were calculating. Wow. I'm seeing like, wow. This somebody says they love you so much. Okay. There's layers to this thing. All right. There's layers to this thing. Don't forget about the thief, okay? I'm about to end this reading, but there's a thief. Yeah, you need to be aware of your surroundings, the foreign and domestic. There's thieves around you, and they don't give a damn. And we have false warrant. Be aware of someone trying to say they have a warrant, but it's false. And the thing about it, the false warrant could be an impersonator, a criminal impersonator, and that could be foreign and domestic impersonator. Somebody's here illegally as well, pretending to be an officer. Okay, safe to eat somebody's food. Okay, some type of food. Okay. Okay, so you mean the world to me, but that was upside down. Okay, so somebody may not think you mean the world to them, or you may be thinking this person didn't treat you as if you meant the world to them. Okay, because it's upside down, but somebody wants to tell you you mean the world, but they did not show it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, so I'm almost done here because the next card, it said get up. Get up and do what? Maybe stretch. Okay. And then there's another one where a warrant is not falsified. So there's also the right type of warrants out there, the right type of police, the right type of justice will put out the right type of warrant, because the warrant will be justified when it's real. Okay, that's when there's a true crime happening. Okay, then there will be a real warrant. But when there's somebody trying to set someone up, there's a false warrant always somewhere in disguise. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm just talking to be rambling, just reading the cards. You know, you understand the cards the way you have to understand them. I'm just reading the cards the way I'm interpreting them. Somebody's into oral intercourse, of course. So this person I'm talking about is either has always been into oral intercourse, either on you and them, or this person is the type that is now into it and wants to get back with you and maybe try that on you. Or maybe they've never been with you and they were just a friend. Like I said, maybe you were both guests and this person is just, maybe you want to know if they're into that. It says they are. Whoever this energy is that's coming through at the end of this reading, this person misses you, misses kissing on you, but if it's somebody that you let go of in the past that you were intimate with, that's your business if you want to take that back. But if this was somebody new, then there's a different energy here where if you did not kiss on this person, they're the type that will pleasure you if that's what you are looking or seeking. Okay. As an adult. That's all I got. Okay, one more card. Okay, no. Let's put this away. And some of you may have had been a guest in some type of church or gathering, and there may have been some jealousy, backstabbing, jealousy, and some of this may have come from some of the guests and the pastor's wife, possibly the pastor involved as well. So anyway, I'm going to clarify this reading with my cards, and then we'll be done with the reading. Okay, I saw divorce earlier, and but that's just I don't know. Maybe they got a divorce. I really don't care whether some pastor and his wife got a divorce. Okay, because they played the role. They played the role they played, and they knew that what they were getting into once they were in it. Okay, so I don't really give a damn whether some pastor and their wife is divorced. Like I said, people stay in it to stay phony for a while. They pretend everything's okay, and I give a rat's you know what, whether they're together or not. Okay, let's get a card for this reading. Waiting for results and offer. Maybe someone's going to offer you a friendship or relationship, and they're waiting for you to respond, or you're waiting for them, whatever. Misunderstanding. Okay, there was a misunderstanding between you and someone, probably a guest, confident. They're very confident. I think they may have seen you that way, but something changed. But this person is very confident, and they feel like there was a misunderstanding. Maybe these people got in between you, and they misunderstood what was going on. Okay, maybe there was a misunderstanding between you and someone. You and a relationship, you and a guest, you and a partner, you and a neighbor, you and somebody, okay? You and someone in this energy. Okay, you're very nurturing. The person witnessed you being nurturing, okay? But there's something about you that changed, or something about them that changed with the number 5 there. Some changes happen. The 4 of Pentacles, I think you may have had hardly anything, and so it could have gone against you, or maybe they were holding on tight to what they have and trying to see who they can share with, possibly, or give to. But I'm thinking controlling their finances, or somebody's very confident, or you're very confident, but there was a misunderstanding in that situation. Somebody misunderstood you, or you misunderstood them, or others did something so that there will be a misunderstanding between the both of you. They may have interfered in your union. It says a pastor and his wife were involved, and you were the guest. All right, there's another card there. So I put you first. This is, wow. This is the thing that has to come in. Then I just say the card that says, I'm number 1. That's the energy right now. There are relationships where people are putting their partners first at this time. And then if they want a new relationship, or they're reminiscing about someone from the past, they now want to put that person first. Okay. They're saying, hey, you should have been number 1. You were the one. but somebody didn't feel like they were being put first. Okay, so they cut the relationship off. But we have Two of Cups here and a home. So somebody wants to share a home together and they want to partner with you and be together. And this person feels like it's worth the effort. Okay, they want to be in something where they see that you have put a lot of effort into yourself or into what you have and your independence. They want to be with you because they see that you put effort into whatever you do, whatever you have, your home, your the things you have, your assets. And they feel that if you can do that with your things, then you'll be able to do that with their things. Okay, so they will trust you with their things. But this person is very cautious because they don't want somebody to come and steal from them. They don't want a thief. They don't want a relationship where the person comes and take. And being a guest, they don't want you really don't want somebody to be, you don't want to invite somebody as a guest to a party and then they get your blessings. Okay, be cautious of who you bring around you, especially if the person has a selfish energy. If you're doubting whether this person has a selfish energy, but you know this person to be disruptive or drama, or causes drama a lot, that person may get your blessing. Maybe it's just a small blessing, but something you feel should have went to you. If you bring them as a guest, they may start to get things that actually belong to you. So just be cautious of that and start being mindful of that, because that's the immigrant energy. That's the people that are coming in and eating off the American dollar while their Americans suffer and lose their homes and don't have groceries in their carts, enough groceries. But these people have carts filled with food, the most expensive food. We have immigrants I've seen it with my own eyes. 2 carts full of the most expensive sodas, the expensive waters, and expensive meats. While I see the Americans that are of black and white and in between, with hardly anything in their carts, and some people were holding things in their hands, but the immigrants had carts full of food, expensive food, and we're over here looking at ramen noodles and stuff. So this is not funny anymore. This is called theft. This is now thieving energy, where the guest feels like they can take, but it's actually stealing. It's actually stealing from the people, the taxpayers. That's what it is. The energy is of theft. There's no way around it. The guest in the situation there is being given the gifts that belong to the residents. That's the way to put it. And there's no, I mean, I actually lived the seeing somebody take something that actually belonged to me and my daughter, given to them by a family member, and it's kind of like, wow. But I won't say too much. It's just, I'm just going to remember that is a form of betrayal, and I'm just going to, move accordingly, like, be graceful and wait for the next blessing, and go out and get the blessing that, that I deserve. Let them have it. Let them have it, because guess what? Their karma is going to come with them every time they go and do something. They have to, they may or may not remember. They may not care. It looks like they don't care out there. They're just spending American tax dollars, and they walk around with their head up like everything's fine. So it is what it is. Karma comes when it needs to come. But there's going to be a worldwide disaster that's going to make it where no one is off limits, even the thieves. Okay. But I don't want a worldwide disaster. Okay, I'm just saying, the thieves, they think they can get away with everything. Everything's peaches and cream while you're having stress and suffering. They're walking around filling their carts up, happy to go get the $30,000 extras for new home loans. They're happy to go get these things, and then they hear in the news that you're losing your homes and you're American citizens. You're hardly getting any groceries, and they got thousands in their bank accounts on the debit card. Okay, EBT card, whatever. Make it make sense. And they don't give a damn. They're not even offering, excuse me, can I help you? You know, I know you're an American citizen. I got a lot. They gave me a lot. But can I help you with some food? They won't even do that. This is how entitled and selfish they are too. Not everyone. Okay, just the ones that feel like they're entitled to it. I can't speak for everyone. I don't know how kind and how cruel everyone is. I can't speak for everyone. I'm just saying, if I was given stuff because I was foreign, I would speak up. I would speak up and say something. But then I guess if I spoke up, the people I came with would not be my friend, right? Because they would want me to be like them. It says girlfriend. It says, I remember your kind words. Somebody wants you to be their girlfriend, or you know, they want to be your boyfriend. Somebody wants to be your girlfriend. It says, I remember your kind words. And I remember when we were singing, they were singing, you were singing together. Some 10 of swords here. Somebody feels betrayed and they let go. They felt like they were betrayed. Choose your battles. Hold on 1 second. I'm done with the reading.